Some days you whack the rat, and some days the rat whacks you.
Buffoonery.
What did you do after the result?
I went round Nick Clegg's house with a big tub of Haagen-Dazs, and we watched Hercules and sang power ballads and talked about how boys are mean and only want one thing, and we don't need them anyway because we're strong and beautiful all by ourselves. I asked for a recount to kill some time before happy hour at the strip club, but apparently you can't recount zero. It's bonkers. Then I shone the Farage signal into the sky to ask for his advice. He advised me to dig a hole and lie down in it.
I did some of my usual girl jobs like the dishes, the dusting, and begging an unhinged radical fringe group to form a government with me. But Jeremy said no, so I had to ask the DU bloody P. And I've been on the phone trying to get hold of Ian Paisley all night. Turns out he's dead. Not to worry, I'll dust off my Ouija board.
I took all of my clothes off, except for my favourite wool socks and Birkenstocks, and ran through a field of wheat, shouting, "Now who's unelectable?" Although I am, of course, wheat intolerant.
But you didn't get elected, did you?
Can I finish? Can I finish? Can I finish? No. I committed a sin. It was only a little one. Lasted about 2 minutes. I felt relieved after, but a bit ashamed. Haribo will do that to you.
Boris, what are you going to do next? Your mum. Well, next I intend to have a massive victory wank.
Me and all the other Lib Dem members have booked a table at Pizza Express. There weren't enough of us to get a booth, but we do have vouchers, so as long as nobody wants a Romana base, it should be a cracking night. Myself and Nigel are going to form a crime-solving duo. There's already been a murder at a vicarage in Chipping Sodbury, and we're going to team up and accuse the gardener, mainly because he's already been convicted. Still though, 100% record for Nut and the Fadge. ITV are very interested. Then I'm going to go on holiday. Tenerife, it's sunset, there's a cool breeze whistling through the palms. I'm holding a glass of milk in my left hand and £15 coins in my right. I'm naked, I take a warm bath, I fall asleep, and I finally die.
Certainly what this country needs is certainty. So I'm giving both our police officers, Ken and Phil, the power to seize and shut down all board games, crystal balls and raffles.
I'm going to the allotment for some peace and quiet. I've got some courgettes coming through nicely, some peas, and I have to tend my secret underground socialist terrorist cells. Just joking for the sun there. I don't grow secret communists in my allotment. I do that in my constituency office.
I think I'll finally find time to sit down and try and work out why we didn't win a single seat in England, Wales or Northern Ireland. Do you think it's my accent? Mr. Corbyn, what does the next 6 months hold for you?
Mainly weeding until the harvest starts in August. And we've built the Wicker Man, and now all we need to do is get May to step into it.
Boris, what does the next 6 months hold for you? As long as I keep talking, then no one will ever find out quite how scared I am.
We're still waiting to hear back from House Frey.
How is the DUP alliance going to work?
By finishing our final Horcrux.
Finally, Jeremy, going forward, what is your most important policy?
Kill the Queen. We've got it fully costed.
It seems like it's going to be a lot of creationism, homophobia, and slip, slap, slop, the planet's getting warmer.
Foxy hunting. Don't you mean fox hunting? No.
What has this election taught you?
It's taught me that Nick Robinson smells of poo. And my lucky suit is haunted.
Oh, there are so many different types of racists now. Us working class grassroots racists can't compete. We were abhorrent before it was cool.
Of course we'd heard of Scottish Tories, but we didn't realise they existed. We've had all the political scientists up here trying to find photos of them at the bottom of lochs. For years we've been dismissing them as plesiosaurs or floating bits of wood.
It's not the winning, it's the losing not as terribly as the entire country thought you would lose by that counts.
Well, one thing I've learned is that there's a Northern Ireland. Another thing I think we've learned is that we really need to stop tickling Rupert Murdoch's gooch. It's not the magic charm he used to be.
That I never should have said fish finger 3 times into the mirror. And killing in the name of can maybe work you up too much before a speech.
Why do you call your cat the cat in Spanish?
I didn't. I called him the cake in French.